Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another review here on Pens of the Mind, part of our Summer of Disney, as we tend to do here. Okay, then.
Brand new vape, double batteries, over 200 wattage. This is a beast.
I had meatballs. They were delicious.
The beast.
Mama Maria's recipe.
I could dual wield, but I won't. And look, pure green.
I know, it's a favorite color.
I got the last green one they had in the store. Fantasia.
Yes. Thank you for that introduction of your beast, Mole Heyman. But we are here as part of the Summer Disney to review the Disney classic Fantasia.
Ooh, I don't remember the barcode scene.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a very important scene.
Barcode's my favorite character in Fantasia.
I know, it's best. It's perfect.
This film was in the 1940s.
Yeah. The better one is in tomorrow's review, Fantasia 2000, where Barcode is actually on Mickey's body.
That's fine. He sold out years ago. No, I will say that for people watching, 1940s. That's what we're talking about with this.
Yes.
But one thing really stands out to me when you watch it.
What's that?
Even though we know the science is updated, dinosaurs are still exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the dinosaur one. I watched like, this is kind of good. Yeah, it's not the best dinosaur cartoon out there, like Before Time 1. But it looked really good, and all the dinosaurs looked like dinosaurs do now. I'm like, really? We've not updated how we think they looked since 1940s? Oh, it's kind of sad.
A lot of shit is like that we do in science hasn't been updated since like, I don't know, a century.
Yeah, I know, but like pirates have at least got updated over the years.
Yeah.
They don't all look like Captain Hook now. Some look like Jack Sparrow.
I was
But
gonna say now pirates look like hackers.
Yeah, but basically it's a case of, with the dinosaur one, it was great animation, great music and stuff, but it just stood out that they still looked as good, if not better, than a lot of our animated dinosaurs we get today. Like that T-Rex, that T-Rex was awesome.
Beast.
Yeah, the T-Rex was just awesome. It's like, ah. Can't wait till Pixar does this and they recreate that with Rex. It wouldn't work with Rex. But no, I'm just saying that stood out for me at the beginning. I'm not sure about you guys, or what you guys think with the other ones. Because obviously different ones stand out to different people. That just stood out to me the most on the rewatch this time. With the
I like
dinosaur one.
the one with the ponies, or like the Pegasi and stuff, and like the fluffy clouds and grapes and things.
I could see that. That one was good.
Yeah, and also I like the one with Mickey and the sorcerer, as the Sorcerer's Apprentice and stuff, and
Oh yeah, that is the most famous one.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna take the dig. The wizard in this doesn't speak a single bit of dialogue.
Nope.
Yeah.
And yet he's still better voice acted than the Kingdom Hearts one. Just gonna throw that out there. Just gonna throw that out there because the Kingdom Hearts one really fucking, like, he hams it up a lot. This one is way more subtle, which means it's almost like the Kingdom Hearts one has a spit in the face of the original.
Wouldn't
be the first time.
I was gonna say that's not what Kingdom Hearts does. It's right on point.
I know, but I just wanted to throw that out there because too many people are like, "Oh my god, if you're a big Disney fan, you'll like this." Why? It's pissing all over everything that it's still touching.
Yes.
That's like saying, "Hey, if you're a big Star Wars fan, you're gonna love Episode 1." It's like those 2 points don't automatically make a cohesive thought.
You also really like the thing with like I think it was Chernobyl. If that's his name.
Isn't Chernobog?
Chernobog.
Yeah, Chernobog. Okay, I was close.
You're close.
The devil. And
yeah,
pretty cool.
basically. The only time anything in Disney literature has outright depicted the devil.
Yes.
Did they not make the Devil Wears Prada? No, I'm kidding. I don't.
No.
One, I don't think they did. And one, I don't think they did. And B, it wasn't actually the devil. But it's not the only one, Jim.
No.
It's not the only one in Disney literature anymore. Because Disney owns Marvel, Mephisto.
They haven't used them yet, but that's true.
Yes, they did. Disney's literally the ones who made Brand New Day. It made Spider-Man make a deal with the devil to erase his past.
I thought that was pre-purchase. Fair enough.
No.
I didn't know when that actually happened. Fair enough.
So yay. But no, that imagery with Chernobog it's still really great imagery.
It is.
And I'm just gonna give props to something that not a lot of people may give props to.
Okay.
I don't know his name, but the old dude who introduces everything.
Oh, the conductor man?
Yeah, the reason I'm
No.
giving major props, the guy,
The conductor and the guy doing the voiceover are not the same person. I know it's hard to tell because they're all in shadow, but no, they're not.
No, the guy who stands there lit up and says he's going to introduce.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Stuff when you
Yeah,
can see him.
Yeah,
Not
he's really good.
voiceover.
Yeah.
Not voiceover. But as I was saying, the reason I was giving him major props is if he tried to do this all like, I don't know, Vincent Price or something like some narrators do, like, ooh, before the scary stuff, I don't think it'd be as good. If he tried to go over the top like some Disney stuff do, like when they're doing tours and stuff, it wouldn't be as good. He's completely straight. He plays it entirely straight, and as a result, the classical music is instantly focused on, which is the most important part because this is just a love note to the music. Hence, I don't think there's any dialogue. And as a result, the music just shines, and it's like they made the music first and then the animation around the music, which I believe they probably did.
That was the idea.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. If they'd done that narrator any other way, I don't think it would work. Like if he'd come out there like a typical Disney Channel presenter, it would have ruined it.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that because I know there's some people out there that will probably find him boring or dull or something like that. I'm like, but he needs to be because that's kind of what they are. It's not dull and boring. It's straight-faced because the music speaks for itself.
Yeah.
You don't need him to shake his keys every 2 minutes to pay attention. Listen to the fucking music.
Yep.
And I will say, unlike other Disney films, this has some of the best music in Disney.
Yes.
Because this movie doesn't come up when people mention great Disney songs. Like I'll admit, when everyone says name some great Disney songs, people always go with like "Be Prepared" and stuff like that. Like I will, because that's a fantastic song from the greatest Disney film of all time.
Mm-hmm.
However, this music still is better than some of the later music, and it's better than some of the other ones. It's great without any words. It's just great music.
It is, but that's because they use pre-existing classical music. This music has been great for like 500 years.
It has, but not all of it is exactly the same as the proper classical music.
There's some slight arrangements, yeah.
Yeah, which is why that works.
Fair enough.
Vape today.
There you go.
Buy it today, kids.
No.
We're doing a Disney video. We're meant to hawk shit. Buy it today, kids.
Yes,
And look, it's not just green. You can get it in red and blue. Basically, all the colors of the Power Rangers. Yay.
I'm sure you can get like a skin for Mickey Mouse on it.
And
get Disney relevant.
if you're not used to using this the first time, it'll be like the Power Rangers in the movie, and it'll just leave a bad taste in your mouth. But eventually, you'll get used to it.
Wow. Random references. At any rate, yes. Fantasia. I hadn't watched Fantasia in a lot of years. So this is kind of a treat for me to go back and see it again. And I actually didn't even watch this because I was just able to get this today. I actually went old school and out of my closet and I watched the VHS tape.
Wow, you haven't been in your closet for years.
No, well, yeah, no, I've been in the closet. I just haven't pulled this out of the box.
Oh, you have been in the closet. Okay.
How is Simon?
Hey, we're gonna come out the closet. So I pull out my gun.
Question: if gay people come out the closet and everyone has skeletons in the closet, are gay people coming out because they're afraid of the skeletons? Leave a comment below.
At any rate, yeah, just watching this, and you know, the music is of course beautiful. I mean, that goes without saying. It's great classical music, but just seeing the animation in this, it really reminds you, you know, how far animation has come in both that and how much, you know, smoother and you know, and cleaner animation is today, but also in how much more, you know, how much was lost when that happened. How beautiful this kind of animation was back then. You know, being able to see that, oh, they must have had to draw, you know, 16 different, what do they call those?
Frames?
Cells, and then lay them on top of each other to get the three-dimensional effects in like the wooded portion at the beginning of the dinosaur segment, or, you know, having to draw all those, you know, all the different, you know, elements of color and this and that from all the, you know, the clouds over Bald Mountain, just all these different things. I mean, the artistry is just amazing, and you can see the drawing, and it really looks like a moving drawing, and not just, you know, the computer animated thing we have today, where it's just you take it for granted. You see how much work went into it when you're watching this.
Yeah, it's like, did you ever watch what they said on Finding Nemo?
What did they say on Finding Nemo?
I mentioned in the past, but before that, random Stay Puft appearance. Because why not? But yeah, basically, on Finding Nemo, one of the things Disney or the guys making Pixar mentioned was how amazed they were by Pinocchio. Because they mentioned that one scene where the whale comes up and all the water comes, and like, we couldn't do this by computers, like, and they did this by hand. And it's really impressive. And they mentioned how impressive that was, because they can't even replicate something that looks as, you know, like fiddly or whatever you want to call it in 3D.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, they couldn't anyway with Finding Nemo. And oh, that's cool. I'm glad they gave props to that.
Yeah, that is really good.
Man, if you watch Pinocchio now, it's like fucked up.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Oh, come on. No Disney film watched years after its time, it seems really horrible and out of touch. I was saying that just the other day to the kids as I popped on Songs of the South.
Oh, that's amazing. I want that to be a true story. I want that to be a true story.
You know, let's not forget that, you know, even either version of this, by the way, I'm assuming this one is the same as this one. Either version is not the original Fantasia anyway.
That's on like fucking film reel or something.
No, but let's not forget that this has been edited from the original theatrical version, because you remember all those scenes with the centaurs running around. They have always carefully edited around the scenes of the incredibly racist-looking black centaur.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I watched it via Disney Life, which is like Disney's Netflix over here, which they're getting their own Netflix in America. Boom, I'm going to mention that because that's super relevant right now.
That is. And
that's actually more relevant than some of our other references.
It is. So I'm looking forward to checking out and seeing what that app's going to be all about when it comes out, because I may have to get that.
I'm guessing it's going to be all about Disney content on demand.
You know what I mean. Don't be so fucking literal.
I choose to be.
I know you choose to be. I'm just saying.
Oh, I can turn it off if it matters.
At any rate, yeah.
Like the closet.
Yes. But at any rate, this is still a classic. It definitely holds up today. I mean, as I said, between the animation and the music, it really is beautiful. So certainly, if you have the opportunity for this, or if you see this floating around, definitely pick it up. It's definitely worth a watch. This one has some bonus features on it: Disney Family Museum, an art gallery, an audio commentary, and the original DVD commentary by Roy E. Disney. That being the nephew of Walt, for those that don't know.
Yep. And yeah, like I said, there's loads of little stories in one. It's like anthology or a compilation, whatever you want to call it.
Anthology.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and each little part is its own individual thing, and I like how it kind of evolves from we're gonna start just once just and even the narrator explains it, we're gonna start just evoking color, maybe clouds, and then there's others where it's gonna evoke a full story, and you're gonna get a full picture out of it, and just seeing all the different ways that the animation can be put against the music to form these different things.
Yep. And they are right. Music does obviously make you feel various stuff. Hence, they use it as backgrounds.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, the music in the original Star Wars is still the best classical music in a live action film, in my opinion. Just because whenever you hear it, just like, and you can just hear the music and just instantly think of the place in your head.
Yep.
And Fantasia did this, where they made the music and they tried to create an environment for you to imagine, which is cool.
Yeah. And Disney went out, the fact that Disney went out of his way to get what was at the time, and may still be, I don't really know, but I know at the time the best orchestra in the world to perform this. I mean, Leopold Stravinsky not Stravinsky. What the heck was his name? Leopold.
Yeah, they were a great orchestra. Nowadays, I'm not sure if they are still the best because, for example, the John Williams Orchestra from which I mentioned from Star Wars is tremendous, and they can create music, not just play existing ones.
Yep.
So I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying other ones have rose up.
Yeah, exactly. It's not nearly as head and shoulders above what other ones were at the time.
I can't wait though for a couple more years where we get Fantasia 3000.
Oh, you go.
Oh my god, it'd be like Futurama.
Yeah.
Yeah, playing classical music such as "Never Gonna Give You Up."
Yeah, it's actually here. Stokowski, Leopold Stokowski, at the Philadelphia Orchestra. So very good on that. But yeah, definitely a wonderful production. It's a full 2 hours, but it doesn't totally feel like it because there are a lot of different things. So you get these break points, and there's a notable point where the narrator says, "We're going to go into the second half of our performance," and you kind of know where there's a midpoint if you want to take a break. So that's good.
Yep, and it makes sense with it being that long because it's like a concert.
Exactly.
So,
yeah, concerts are normally like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
makes sense.
So like I said, it's great. It's a unique concept.
Yeah.
It's never again been done as well. More on that tomorrow.
Nope.
Basically, it's a case of it just worked. It was the right orchestra, the right animation, the right love.
Yeah.
There's a lot of good stuff coming together, and it was executed well.
Exactly. Even Walt Disney called it his greatest triumph. I mean, he thought it was the best thing he'd ever made.
Yep, and he called the thing that we're reviewing tomorrow the thing that killed him.
No.
No, that was a freezer.
No, he said Fantasia 2000. He said, "Oh my God, I'm dying. It's literally like they've ripped into my heart, took it out, and showed it to me." Then when he died, he was visually seen rolling over every time someone plays it on DVD. It's a fact. Don't say it's not a fact. Don't hit me with your fake news.
Yeah, okay.
I'm using alternate facts. They're allowed. Boom, I'm full of references tonight.
You are.
Available now.
Yeah, right.
Nah, that's stupid. If I was going to do that, I should hold up the box so they can at least see the name and know what to buy.
Yes.
Con 220.
Yep.
But no. It's better than a fidget spinner, kids.
No.
Yes, it is better than a fidget spinner. How dare you? My flavour now, Sex on the Beach.
Okay, then.
It's like a peachy feeling. But yeah.
Yeah, so Fantasia, definitely worthwhile checking out. it's hard to rate a classic like this. I mean, obviously, it's just right at the top of the charts. It's definitely worth going to pick up and
Yeah.
watch if you're not already. Definitely share it with your children if they haven't seen it. It's
I'd say it's timeless. It's not like something
Exactly,
that shows stuff that it's not like shows technology that's old or like shows the concept that people aren't still thinking about. Or
it's worth noting Walt Disney's purpose when he first created Fantasia was that he felt that Fantasia would forever be a work in progress, and the intent would be that it would always be consistently updated, and every so often it would be reperformed or re-recorded with new material to continually showcase that level of imagination and animation and just creative ability. And unfortunately, that just never really came.
That dream died with him.
And it died before that. It just never really came to fruition. It wasn't realistic. And the one time they tried, well, we're going to talk about that tomorrow.
Yep. And yeah, like I said, it stands up there just because it's not dated music. I mean, classical music is obviously dated before anyone says that, hence the term classical. But it's something that you always hear because you always want to hear classical music at some point in film. So it still stands up there.
It does. Yeah. All right. So I guess final thoughts, Small. You're gonna thumb it?
Yeah, I'll thumb the shit out of it. I'm gonna give it a thumbs up, obviously, hence the review so far. Like I said, holds up well, it's animated well, and it just feels right, if that makes sense. And now I will say, in retrospect, if you've seen anything that mentions Fantasia, and you go back to this, you may be slightly disappointed.
It has gotten quite a reputation.
I don't mean the reputation of it itself, because it's fucking brilliant. It's art. It's not a movie, it's more art.
Yeah.
What I mean is, if you play the shitty Kingdom Hearts games, or if you watch the god-awful Once Upon a Time, the amount of times they've referenced like the Fantasia hat and all the other stuff, and they blow it up to this giant magical thing. When you watch this, it's not really that. It's just a thing about a little wizard playing with mops. Don't expect it to be like Harry Potter with mice or something.
Right. That is true.
But yeah, thumb up. In fact, 2 thumbs up. In fact, Pew, lend me a thumb. I said a thumb. Let's not go crazy.
You're just over-exaggerating now. What the hell?
3 thumbs. There you go.
Sounds good.
Follow that.
Pew, final thoughts?
Oh, I really liked it super much. Like, even before I was purely paying attention to music, I just loved the animation, and then as I got older, I appreciated the music. It's just super fun. It's something that usually any kid can enjoy, and it's great. You can't oh, what's that shit, you know? It's always you're always in the mood for it. And so I'm gonna say it's I don't know, what was it? 9 out of 10, I guess.
Indeed. Fair enough. All right, so this has been a look at Fantasia. Thank you two for joining me.
You didn't do yours?
I did mine first.
Oh, I didn't hear you give it a score.
I can remember.
I didn't give it a literal score. I just said it's one of those things where it's such a classic. I don't know. I almost don't feel comfortable scoring it. I mean, I can agree with Pew 9 out of 10, but it's one of those things where there's almost nothing to compare it to.
How about this? Amazon says
literally hold up Fantasia 2000. You got something to compare it to.
That's not a fair comparison, though.
Do the Amazon score. 4 out of 5 would recommend.
There you go.
Do the Amazon score. 1 out of 10. It came in a different box.
Yeah.
1 out of 10. This item is exactly as it described, and I expected something different.
Yeah. At any rate, definitely go check it out. Available. Assuming it hasn't been thrown back in the Disney Vault by now, you might be able to get it on DVD and Blu-ray.
Yep, and it's worth noting, if you bought this, the Amazon review literally says underneath, people who bought this bought a step ladder and a rope.
No.
Yes.
No, it doesn't.
It's a fact. Don't argue the fact.
Anyway, go check this out. Very worthwhile. If you have an old VHS tape sitting around, give that a watch too. It's got a nice old school feel to it.
Or Disney Life it if you're over this side.
Yeah, if you're on that side of the pond, grab the Disney Life app. Worthwhile.
You can subscribe to Disney Life for like £5. You can listen to just the CDs of this. You can watch the film of this.
Oh,
It's
is
pretty
that
good.
£5 a month?
Yeah, it's about the same. It's about actually I think it's like £2-3 cheaper than Netflix, and you get all
I
the
was
Disney
gonna say it's
movies.
cheaper than Netflix, so that sounds awesome. I can't wait till
Yeah,
it comes
like
out.
£2 or £3. Although yours isn't going to be Disney Life.
Yeah, it's a new app that they're making that's going to come over here and then I think replace Disney Life over there.
Yeah, which will probably be more expensive and have less stuff because that's how the world works nowadays.
Pretty much.
But I'm just mentioning Disney Life's an option.
It is. Very much so.
Also, if you can watch it on Blu-ray or DVD or something, that sounds cool. It'll be cool.
Yeah, definitely. So thank you two for joining me, and everybody make sure you join us tomorrow right about the same time where we're going to take a look at Disney's one and only attempt to recapture the magic that was Fantasia when they put out Fantasia 2000.
With a McMahon in every corner.
What's
Am I
that?
right, Jim? Fantasia 2000 with a McMahon in every corner.
Yes. Yes. Approved. That was a terrible match.
It's a terrible pay-per-view.
Yeah, pretty much. At any rate, we will see you tomorrow for that review and other great stuff coming up this month. I'm Jay Phoenix. Peace.
Bye.